AVStandards.com. Today, I'd like to show you how to terminate one of these. It's an F connector. We'll be attaching it to this, a piece of RG-6 coaxial cable. Now let's go to the lab and I'll show you how it's done. Okay. Getting started, we've got our RG-6 coaxial cable. RG standing for the old military term radio guide. It's the standard in which they use to designate all their cabling. This particular one is RG-6. It has an impedance rating of 75 ohms. RG-59 I believe has 50. Anything past that isn't something you'll deal with on a daily basis, so we're just going to stick with those two for the purposes of this video. Inside this cable, you're going to notice that you've got a center conductor, an inner dielectric, an outer braid, and then you've got your outer jacket. And what we like to do is we like to start with a nice perpendicular cut. Alright, you notice how that little piece went flying? Make sure you've got a drop cloth down at all times. Clients don't like to find little bits and pieces scattered through their carpeting. Alright, we've got a nice perpendicular cut there. I don't know if you saw that, but the cutters I use aren't standard diagonals. These ones are actually cambered and beveled, so they've got a roundness to the cut. It helps me to keep this ovaled out or rounded out instead of ovaled. Alright, I don't like to crush that inner shielding too close to that center dielectric. The next thing you're going to do is take your cable stripping tool, alright, which is set to, I don't know if you can see that there, but it's set to RG-6. There's a little indicator with a number 6. If you're doing 59, that piece would then come out and you can flip it over. Alright, but for this, we're going to be using just RG-6. Open the tool properly and see those two razor blades inside there? That's what's going to be doing the stripping of our shielding and our jacket. Alright, opens and closes nice and easy. On the back, you've got 2 hex settings or Allen key settings. The Allen key comes built into the tool. You'll take this out. You'll adjust the jacket if need be, the razor blade height as needed. And you go ahead and fit that on there so that the end of this cable is just about even with the little lip on that tool there. Alright, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just spin forward, letting those razor blades go to work and do their cutting. Alright, some of the old timers will go ahead and spin these things backwards. I prefer not to. They also like to just pull the tool straight off the cable. I also don't like to do that. I like to open the tool and take it off the same way I put it on. This guy's lasted me a good 6 years now, and I'd like to keep it that way. Alright, you take your inside section off, and we're going to do what they call the quarter-quarter method. Roughly a 1/4 inch of center conductor showing. I've got a little more there, but I'm going to cut that short when it's done. And then inside here, I'm going to take off my outer jacket, showing only the braiding underneath. 1/4 inch of braid, 1/4 inch of center conductor. And again, we'll cut that center conductor down a little bit. Okay. The next piece of the puzzle is going to be our F connector, threaded on the inside and double ringed on the other end. What you want to do is line up your cabling so it slides in, pushing it and twisting slightly onto the cable so that that center dielectric inside lines up with the inner ring. Alright, you don't want to see a big gap in there. I'm going to pull it back just for the sake of demonstrating it. Alright, you see that gap in there? We don't want that. We want that dielectric even with that inner ring. Alright, and then from there, you take your crimping tool. This particular one comes with a couple extra dies for RCA and BNC fittings. The die is lowered into place here. Going to open it, and if you notice inside, it's hollow. All right, and we're going to tighten that in place. It's hollow inside. So we feed that center conductor up into that hollow so that the jacket and cable fit inside the hollow portion of the die. And we're going to go ahead and squeeze and crimp that into place. And that's it. All right. That center of the collar compressed up and inside, grabbing the jacket along with it, forcing and compressing it so that that jacket and that fitting grab each other tightly and can't be removed. All right. I mean, you got to pull that thing with just gorilla strength to get it off there, and once it's compressed, it's on there to stay. All right. Last thing we're going to do is just cut our center conductor, or stinger as some of the older guys like to call it, so that it's just about flush with the top, maybe just a hair of it sticking out. And that's it. All right. In my first take on this video, and yes, there are a lot of takes to these videos, I went and went through the whole process of testing this cable to make sure it was good. And I've decided that's going to be a video all by itself. Right? How to test the terminations. This particular video was simply terminating RG-6 coaxial cable with an F connector. Thanks again for watching another one of our videos. My name is Craig, and I'd appreciate it if you'd stop by our website, AVStandards.com, and let us know how you think we're doing. There's a lot to do there, and plenty of places for you to let us know if there's a particular tool, product, or service that you'd like to see reviewed or explained. All right? Thanks again. Take care.